What's happening? This is Kyle Foster with Compass Real Estate. I'm the guy behind the Homebot emails you've been receiving. And today I want to answer two questions. One, what is happening in today's market? And two, how can you have success if you're thinking you might want to make a move this year? So what's happening in today's market? Well, I'm going to assume that you know that we're in a hot seller's market and prices are increasing. And this year has been pretty much the same, but level 10, 11, 12. And the reason for that is basically a dragon of two heads. On one head, you have supply, and the other head, you got demand, and both are on fire, lighting up this market. Supply is actually low, and demand is incredibly high, which increases prices. Now, you may say, Kyle, we've had low inventory for years, so what's different? Well, what's different right now is actually a fear from most buyers that interest rates are going to continue to rise throughout the year. You see, when the year started, as interest rates started going up, people started panic buying. They continue to go up, and now there's a lot of talk and rumors of interest rates hitting 6 to 7% throughout the year, maybe later in the year. Who knows? We never really know. And depending on how this summer goes, we may see those interest rates in the fourth quarter of next year. 2023, that's too far down the road to even try to attempt to guess at where interest rates are going to be there. But you have these buyers who are panic buying, just trying to get a house at a low interest rate, assuming that prices are going to increase. So they don't want to buy a house in August with a higher interest rate and an extra $50,000 price tag after all of this home price appreciation has happened in the beginning of the first quarter and then the spring of this year. Panic buying? What is that, Kyle? Well, let me tell you, the panic buying this year has been paying $50, $60, $80, $100, $150,000 over the appraised value in many cases. Now, that's great for you and your Homebot valuation estimation little tool that you're getting emailed every week. You're seeing bop, 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 bop. This just continues to go up. It's a great day. Well, you don't have any access to that value unless you sell. And if you sell, then where are you going to go? So the question of where you're going to go is actually one of the biggest reasons that we have an inventory problem. You have home sellers, maybe such as yourself, who have a very low interest rate, 2.5%, 3%, 3.25%. And maybe you love your home, you don't need to move, maybe you would think about it, but if the interest rates now are 5%, well, why would you do that? And that's a struggle for a lot of home sellers and why they're staying put, further increasing our issue of low supply and prices continue to bump up. Now, there is a threshold, of course, and that threshold is affordability. At some point, the majority of home buyers just cannot afford the prices with the increased interest rates. The question is, when is that threshold? Where is the threshold, and when do we get there? We're close, and I don't know when that's coming, but I can tell you that all signs point to once we hit it, it's probably not going to drop very dramatically. It will be seasonally based like the real estate market is always. You will have ups and downs, but most of us feel like once we hit that threshold, demand is going to start dropping because people cannot afford. You'll start to see home prices dropping a tad bit, homes sitting for sale for longer periods of time. Very motivated sellers that need to get out of Dodge are going to start dropping their price after 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Home sellers who are not in such a hurry may stick to their price and they may sell 2, 3, 4% under asking price. This is actually what we call a balanced market, and we've been waiting for a balanced market for so long. I've been in the business for 8 years. It's been a seller's market the entire time. Okay, so when is this threshold going to hit, and when should you sell? When should you buy? Well, that answer is up to you. What you need to do is get educated and then decide really what are the motivated factors? Why are you moving? Where are you moving? Do you have to? And is it going to be worth the cost? The associated costs with maybe a higher interest rate. Are you downsizing? Or are you getting a bigger home? Are you buying more expensive or less expensive? Are you moving out of state? All of these questions are your questions, and I'm here to help you answer those questions. If you'll give me a couple minutes of your time, we have programs in place that can help you make that move and be as stress-free as possible. That's what I'm here for. Now, some of these options cost you a little bit extra money, but they can be worth it. If you don't know what the options are, then you can't utilize them. So I'm going to start sending these videos a little bit more frequently so that I can teach you all what your options may be. And if moving is important to you this year, send me a message. I'd love to schedule a time to talk with you for 5 or 10 minutes, 20 if we really get to chatting, but I promise I won't take too much of your time, and I'll provide you with some sort of value that hopefully helps you make an educated decision. Thank you so much. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone, 303-507-1403. Thanks for using Homebot, and I hope you have a great weekend.